Hello folks, we are here, we are ready, the Jank family is prepared. Ask our opponent if he wants to dice roll, because we know that our opponent should live in perpetual fear of the Jank family. He rolls a 12. In true Draftradio fashion, we will probably lose. And we did. Excellent. I love it. So our opponent gets to choose. He goes first. We will bequeath the block to him, draw our 7, hopefully it's awesome, and it's decent. It's not super great, but it is decent. I'm probably going to lead with Blossoming Sands. We got plenty of morphs, though, to go a brawling with. So we'll see what we got on the draw. Basically just at 24 life, essentially. Tranquil Cove. Just all kinds of fun things right now, man. Let's see what our opponent decides to lead with. There are a lot of good 2-drops he could have, especially if he's playing Black-White Warriors. Him not having a 2-drop is literally the best thing ever in the history of mankind. And so we shall play ourselves this Her Tranquil Cove, and we'll go up a life in the past turn. That is the one bad part about playing this, is we're like perpetually a turn behind. But that's why I like 2-drops. So alright, so a morph, huh? Well, let's see what we got. We can hit any of our blue or green 2-drops now at this point. And like a boss that we are, we hit the Wetland Sandbar, and that's exactly what we're going to be playing. If he wants to trade, I will snap trade. If he does not want to snap trade, I won't snap trade. If I draw an untapped land, I will just swing in and get my Bellowing Saddle Brute on. This is good. This is very good. Every land that we draw now. Oh, he's just swinging? I will trade. Bring me your morph. There are no black-white morphs for 3 that you can use. Do you have Feet of Resistance? You do. Well, I'm actually completely okay with that. I am completely fine with that. Always. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this Ice Feather Raven. Ooh, I could play Archer's Parapet too. And then just force him to have something really good. Well, let's see here. If I play Ice Feather Raven now, I can unmorph Ice Feather Raven, bounce this, and get the tempo play going. I think that's what I want. I'll just take 3 here. I think that's fine. I don't mind that too much. And then hit him for 2. Next turn, if I draw an untapped land, I can both do this and play Archer's Parapet, depending on what the untapped land... Actually, no, because I still have 2 green sources. So, if he just unmorphs this and it's like uber ridiculous and I draw an untapped land, I might just burn it away and just not care. But, like, it's probably a Krumar Bonkin. I'll be honest. Take it. Flip your Krumar. He's thinking about it, too. He's like, I might want to unflip this. No? Tormenting Voice, I don't think does anything for us. I think we just pass it back. We're playing around kill shot here, so. Because next turn we can... Yeah, what are you doing, bud? Yeah. He's unflipping it now in response to me not having anything. Response. Oh, that's fine. We draw out the throttle. And bounce your morph. So you've basically wasted a removal spell, and we've still shunted your guy. What is it? There's no other response. Oh, Watcher of the Roost? Sure. So you gain 2 life, but you have to reveal a card. He reveals a Rush of Battle. That's fine. He goes to 22. Okay. Well, I am completely okay with that. We know our opponent has a Rush of Battle. And we know that he has a Watcher of the Roost in hand. And, like, he just wasted that, too. I felt pretty good. I feel okay with that tempo play. It was kind of wacky, though. I am with him on that much. Because now we can just, like, any land that we draw that's just dead in our hand is good. If we draw any untapped land, I can just play Abomination of Gudul and be fine with it. Like, I don't know what this is going to be. It could be something big. Why'd you tap 5 land for it? Oh, because he's playing Jeskai Elder. And this, well, that's fine. Just going to draw a card here. Suspension Field. Well, Suspension Field might be good at some point. There probably is a case to be made about playing this differently, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the Abomination of Gudul face down. So I've got my Morph going on. And then I'm going to play my Archer's Parapet. We know one of the cards is Rush of Battle. We know probably that he's got... this Morph could be Watcher of the Roost. Now, granted, I'm not just going to throw away Abomination of Gudul to this, because I just don't care about it that much. Like, I can... If he, like, attacks with this, and then flips it like, ta-da, you got me, whatever. But Abomination is basically just free card draw for days. Yep, so he does flip it. So it is Watcher of the Roost. So we know that one of the cards in his hand is Archer is Rush of Battle. This just seems... Yeah, so he goes to 24. Oh, I thought he was casting it. I was going to be very surprised. Yep, I go to 20. Oh, so he's Abzan, huh? I wonder what fresh creatures you have now, sir. With your rushy rush of battle. Something good. Oh, Sultai Scavenger? That's decent. So there's a land that I've got. So what I could do is I can keep this land for the Tormenting Voice, which I might do. I could always just unmorph and swing for 3. I know he's got Rush of Battle sandbagged in hand. This is actually interesting here. So obviously Archer's Parapet is going to block Jeskai Student for the rest of forever. I could just kill this and then swing 2, but that just seems sloppy. I could always Suspension Field this, then Tormenting Voice, draw 2, which seems less bad, actually. Because I've still got plenty of removal spells in hand. And I could swing. Do I want to do that, though? Let's see. If I leave this up, I'm definitely susceptible to combat tricks. Plus, if I leave this up and he Rush of Battles anyway, realistically, I'm trading Watcher of the Roost and Abomination of Gudul for a Rush of Battle. And that just seems bad. I actually don't mind this play so much. Suspension Field hits this. Let's tap this intelligently, because if I draw a kill shot, I want to be able to play it. Alright, so that's suspended. And then we're going to play... Yeah, we have to do it this way, that's fine. Then we play Tormenting Voice. We discard this. And then we pick up 2 cards. Yeah, Master of the Way is a good draw. And then we still have a land in hand that I'm going to sandbag it for now, because if I cast Master of the Way, I want to be able to cast it for the full value. Also, I want to be able to ditch this land to Abomination of Gadul later on. Yeah, I like that line of play a lot better. So, that's what we did. Because now I can just trade blows with him like all day long. I may not discard the untap land though. I may like discard some of the tap lands, but we know 1/3 of his hand is a useless rush of battle, so there is that. Rakshasa Death Dealer, you are going to die like right this instant, right now, when I know that you just don't, and that's a rush of battle. So he's given us perfect information. That's awesome. Rakshasa Death Dealer must die. And so that's what we'll do with this. Realistically, too, I guess I could just go Swamp and then play like Mardu Warshrieker into Bellowing Saddle Brute. That does seem kind of brutal. What do I do? Because if he blocks here, I'm not going to unmorph this and then just get walloped for the rest of my life. I think the best course of action is to actually just burn away this, probably, and rob him of any incidental advantage. Like if he has dead drop in the deck. There was a dead drop, so I think this is probably the best play here. We're just going to play defensively. We are 5 color. It is what we do. We know that he's not holding like Feet of Resistance in hand. Zoom. Goodbye. No delve value for you guys. I don't like your stuff. We'll just main phase it. No sense in letting him draw a combat trick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because he was at dead drop mana. And I just don't want to get dead dropped right now, so I'm not going to. Is this the rush of battle? Is this the desperation rush of battle? No, it's a suspension field. Targeting our archer's parapet, because that's the only thing that you can target. So now realistically he swings for 4 here. Sure, we could do that. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna play the suspension field do-si-do. And I realistically he swings it for 4. I go to 14, which is fine. Yep. I'm okay with that. Yep, going to 14. Our opponent still has Rush of Battle in hand. It's a very real card. Alright, so let's do this. Let's play a Swamp here. Oh, I didn't even have to play the Swamp. Oh well, I did, so nothing playing around that now. I'm obviously going to swing for 2. On the plus side, I still have a land that I can basically just trade for whatever I want, so that's fine. And I'm just going to have him stay at 22 because he actually forgot to do a Watcher of the Roost activation earlier. So we got to play honest here. As I always say, a win's a win, but you know, you don't learn anything if you just Alright, so we're going to play this Mardu Warshrieker. We're going to leave up 1 mana to pretend like we've got a 1 mana combat trick. Now we've got a Bellowing Saddle Brute. And now we've got a Warshrieker. We have 2 orcs ready to battle for our glory. Watcher of the Roost is going to eat it to a Master of the Way, which is going to generate just way more incidental card advantage for us. And we're just going to beat face. There is no one else. There is no face beating, only Zool. I feel pretty confident right now about my board position. And even if he plays Rush of Battle, this becomes what, like a 4/4? Or 4/5, right? Is that what that becomes? Yeah, it becomes a 4/5. And I'm just going to block it with Bellowing Saddlebrute. And then he'll hit me for 4. I'll go to 10, and then I'll respond by killing this. Hitting him back in the face for a lot of mana. A lot of, not mana, but death. Go to 12. Or I might just leave back Abomination of Gudul to block this. That seems better. Like how I play now is different than how I would play if he didn't have Rush of Battle. Like right now I'm just swinging for 3. If he blocks and like Feats of Resistance it's like it's awkward, but what I'm trying to do is hopefully I'm going to be able to block with this with Abomination of Gudul and then just win that way. Grind it out a little bit. We're playing a slower game, but that's fine. This thing's going to just generate so much card advantage. Like these are not going to be much. And he swings. We shall respond. It is, in fact, an Abomination of Gudul. Zoom. Mighty orangutan demon bat monster. Yes, and we just eat it. We eat the dude. And next turn we just begin the blitz. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He is at 9 mana. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The man, the myth, the legend. He's got Dead Drop. And I am just going to send the team. Pay my respects and just swing 10 here. There's no point in not swinging 10 here. If he's got Kill Shot, that does something. If he doesn't have Kill Shot, then we hit him for half of his life total. Realistically, he probably blocks, and then the Dead Drop hits us next turn. Use the Abomination ability to draw and then discard. Well, we filter a land. And then end turn. Realistically, I don't think there's any card that helps him become immense. Can he become immense? He can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he's a mana short for Become Immense Rush of Battle too. Because that's how he gets us, is Become Immense Rush of Battle. Boy, wouldn't that... I would be so salty if I lost that way. Does this Become Immense Rush of Battle? Am I losing to the impossible combination of Doom? Is that what's going on here? No, Merrick Nightblade. Well, that's definitely not a real thing. I'm surprised that this didn't block last turn, in all honesty. Buy him some time. I wonder what that mystery card is in his hand, though. Could be many things. Could be. Realistically, though, I think I've got him. Draw my card. Snowhorn Rider. Well, that's a good one. You know what else is good, though? Swinging for 10. Heard that's pretty good. If I was him, his best bet's like what? Maybe like either block, or like if he's got a combat trick. Yeah, block. Realistically, though, if he's trying to play to win, he'll double block the 3/3. That's what I would do if I had no other combat tricks in hand. Because then obviously I kill Nightblade and then Student. He doesn't know that I've got Master the way to kill him, though. Which is awkward. I'm obviously going to draw and discard off the Gudul just to see what we have, but Master the Way, I think, is going to be what hits him. Yeah, this into this is pretty good. He doesn't seem to have many big threats. Like, Death Dealer is pretty big, and, like, Scavenger's admirable, but, like, he doesn't have any outright bombs. Our opponent is thinking, yeah, he goes block. which puts him to 7. No tricks from my side. Just going to let him go in. Just eat these 2 guys. Going to elect to draw and discard, obviously, because that's just what you should do to play Magic. And then do I have enough to play Snowhorn Rider and Sultai Scavenger in the same turn? I don't think I do. I think I'm just happy just playing out Snowhorn Rider. Because if he end hostilities, I want to have a flyer on board and then a Master the Way to kill whatever else is there, but I want to also put a lot of board pressure on him. Like, I want to be able to draw a card, Master the Way for him for however much I want to do. Alright, so GG, we go to the second, we go to game 2. Go to the second game. The immense amount of pressure was just too much for our opponent. Let's see what we can sideboard, however. Sideboard time. Sidisi's pet's probably pretty decent, actually. In all honesty. As is Glacial Stalker. I don't think Sandbar is going to do the trick for us against that Jeskai. Against a swarm of 2/3s, but we'll see how it runs again. At this point, I'm pretty happy with our deck construction prior to this, and so I really want to see how it does. We actually have an untapped land, too, so that's really cool. We're going to be able to hit our lands on turn 3. I will keep... We have all but 1 color of mana. We're on the draw, which again is a little awkward because we're already a turn behind. Just because split lands, you know, being what they are. But that's fine. No, he's not running out Jungle Hollow. Well, we know he's got a Jungle Hollow. Free information, I guess. Is there a white 1-drop in the set that I'm unaware of? Hey, oh, Hateblade. Yeah, Hateblade's fine. Now I really want to draw Sandbar. But I'm completely okay just gaining life and not giving a crap about Hateblade. So Hateblade, Plains, we know one of those 6 cards is a Jungle Hollow. So that's good. No, I'm at 20. No! I have been vanquished. I should have ran out the Tranquil Cove. That was a sloppy play. Because if I had ran out Tranquil Cove, then if I draw Sandbar now, I could just play Sandbar, as opposed to drawing Sandbar now and not being able to play Sandbar. Watch me be punished. No, I'm not punished. Now I will play out Tranquil Cove, so that I will not be foiled by my own Sandbars. Yeah, I'm fine just playing out an untapped land, or an untapped land, making a morph, then making another morph, and just chilling. In all honesty, I don't think I mind trading a morph for this guy and for like a turn to like keep him off his draws for a little bit. At this point, he's just taking care of the incidental life gain from my lands, which is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because that is kind of how we start to stay ahead in this game. But in all honesty, it could be worse. I'm assuming he's got no morph. No morph is very good for us. No morph means our opponent's curve is probably not where he wants it. Now the question is, which morph do I run out? If I run out Ice Feather Aven and it gets like debilitating injured, I'm in a pretty bad way. But I don't think I care if I run out Mystic. But then again, I don't think I'm comfortable trading Mystic. But if I run out Mystic, I can start racing with Mystic too, if that becomes an option. So we'll just play Mystic. I want Ice Feather Aven to survive. I forget who said it. I think Frank Carson was the one that was talking about like the first morph in play is generally the one that you care about the least. But in this case, like one of these guys is my win con, and then one of these guys is a way that I interact with the board. So I care about them both equally. It's just that I actually feel like I can race with this better than I can with anything else. Like I honestly might just unmorph this and start beating in for 3. Depending on what he plays. Merak Nightblade. Am I okay with trading Mystic of the Hidden Way for Merak Nightblade? I actually am, probably. In all honesty, I'm probably okay with that. So I am just going to gain a life. I'm going to initiate combat. If he doesn't block, that's fine, because then I just improve my board state. If he does block, I just go trade for trade here. Plus, I know that he's got Rush of Battle, so the more creatures that I get off of his side of the board. Also, if he's studious and like knows the set, he knows there are very few morphs that untap for like less than 5 mana. Certainly less for 2 mana is very rare. So he's probably sitting there going, what can my opponent have? Yep, there's the in the chat bar. He's thinking about Awaken the Bear, probably. We did leave Awaken the Bear mana up. Yep, that's fine. I do not mind going trade for you, sir. It's not really where I want to be. Like, I would have rather had Awaken the Bear there, but like I said, at this point, we're kind of spinning our wheels. We don't really have many good cards right now, which is a little annoying. But I don't want him to like build up a critical mass to be able to rush and battle us out. And in all honesty, too, like this is getting us ready for the almighty Necropolis Fiend later on. So, or even just for a really cheap Sultai Scavenger. So I mean, either way, it's fine. Like, Tormenting Voice at this point has become one of the best draws for our deck. Because realistically, we can go morph Tormenting Voice and then just be, like, just straight profit for the rest of forever. Plus, he hasn't shown us too much in the way of, like, 4-drop pressure. Just seems weird. Like, this feels like a trap to me. To me, it feels like a trap anyway, just because I don't... Like, where's his guys? Like, what's he drawing? Nothing? You drink fizzy lifting drinks? Like, is that what happened? I mean, I don't know. We're going to play a threat. We're going to play a long shot squad, which is promptly going to get suspension fielded. But why is that going back in my hand? No, I really actually would like that in play. Thank you. Excellent. The squad is ready. The suspension field is likely to hit us in the face at this point. Is he mana screwed, maybe? And, like, he just has all 5-drops in hand? I wonder what happened during his deck construction that, like, maybe he's just got really bad draws right now. I'm really confused. Take it, because Longshot Squad is worth an infinite amount to me because it can block your Sultai Scavenger and it can block your everything, basically. Block your Watchers of the Roost. Come on, kill it. I know you want to. Do it. Ooh, Bitter Revelation's good. Bitter Revelation is very good. I'm actually going to swing with Longshot Squad, though. I'm going to play Icefeather Raven, swing Longshot Squad, leave Icefeather Raven mana up to unmorph it. I'd be very happy with how that works. We'll start racing. It'd be nice to stop drawing so many lands, but oh well, c'est la vie. Unknown card and unknown card. Alternatively, I guess I could just play a morph and then outlast Longshot Squad, but that also seems sloppy. Although our opponent missing like creature drop has been so very nice. I've been very, very much okay with it. Although now I'm starting to think that maybe I should have just blocked because I would have kept him 1 turn off of Bitter Revelation, but wow, discarding a land when he's been land screwed for so long? 2 lands? Did he just draw 4 land? What the heck is happening, man? This game has not been a very eventful one. I'm going to run out the swamp because I actually need to get 2 swamps for my Necropolis Fiend to be live. And I want Necropolis Fiend to be live. I very much want Necropolis Fiend to be live. And all of these are discardable to the Abominations of Gudul. We have 9 land, which is to be expected. I flood a lot in Magic. And so I expect, as awful as this sounds, I expect to draw at least 11 of my lands, regardless of how many lands I play in a deck, unless I'm playing like 15, which was only in Gate Crash when I ran mono 2-drops, basically. You just Boros or Gruul for the rest of your days. He had to have drawn like land, and then just kept the 2 lands that he wanted. Like, if he does not play a land here, I will be shocked. If it's Suspension Field, I actually need to think about Feat of Resistance on this thing? Real? No? Okay, well, there is a Feat of Resistance in his hand. I was like, where's the land? So he's Suspension Fielding this thing, which I actually think I can't let happen. I actually think I just need to have my threat. So in response, I am going to flip. Longshot Squad is going to return to my hand, and Suspension Field is going to fizzle. I just need to guarantee that I have pressure on the board. I don't like doing that. And if he wants to swing here, that's fine. Like, he's going to get a point of damage in, which is the right thing to do. I'm going to ask why he discarded the land. I gotta know, man. I need to know why. Like, he looks like he's just been on 4 mana this entire game. 4 land this entire game. However you want to say it. It's, 6 in one, half a dozen in the other, but... He just wanted the other cards more? Huh. They must have been really good. In all honesty. Because if you're hard up on mana, like why aren't you keeping the land? That seems sketchy. I guess we'll find out. It could be like End Hostilities. I would probably keep an End Hostilities over land, but then you could just keep the other land to ensure that you could cast End. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a lowly Magic player. I'm just going to keep, again, holding on to as many lands as I possibly can. I did play one out because I wanted the life gain and because it's tapped. Like, if it was a swamp, I would have run it out. But, Suspension Field was really the only thing that our opponent showed us that can deal with this Longshot Squad. So, if he's got, like, another removal spell, like, we know that he's got Feat of Resistance. Is this Suspension Field Mark II? No, this is Debilitating Injury to turn... Longshot Squad, no, to kill Icefeather Raven. Yep, well, that's fine. Is that what he picked up? I guess there's a fair case to be made for having Debilitating Injury. Okay, so you've got double Suspension Field. Very good, sir. Very good. You have double Suspension Field. I go to 18. Very good. Very good, little Timmy, very good. But also very bad. Yeah, I took it, so... See what our opponent's got. Abomination? Land, huh? Well, land is just bad. I think I just have to cast this Warden of the Inward Eye with no incidental value. Just to cast it. Just to cast it. Suppose I could leave Windscarred Crag up or play Windscarred Crag just to get another life. Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, we'll do that, I guess. Just to make sure that our curve is good. Like, I mean, now granted, this does weaken our Master of the Ways when we draw it. But we're still sandbagging 3. We've drawn 7, 11. Okay, so we've hit the 11 mark. There's only 7 land left in the deck. Realistically speaking, I'll probably draw all of it. Because that's what Magic likes to do. I think if our opponent had just kept the land, this would be a completely different game, where we would have lost very hard. We know our opponent has Feat of Resistance, so I'm not going to block this Hate Blade. I will just happily continue to counter swing. We've gained 6 life off of our tapped lands. Very wisely, our opponent decides to not attack, which is fine. I'm actually going to Sandbag Master of the Way, because it's just going to kill any threat that our opponent has, and there's just no point in doming him with it now. course, Smash the Way does pop up the turn after we play Warden of the Eye. That's funny, though. Sometimes that's just how life works. So our opponent did hit his 5th land drop. Now this might be a game. Now I will block, maybe, depending on what he does. Sure, you have a 2nd Merak Nightblade. Alright, so let's draw a card here. It's a Master the Way. Alright, let's do this intelligently here. Let's do green, blue, red, white. That's 4. And then I'm not going to do black. I can do this because I already have blue. And regardless of what I want, I'm just going to kill the Merak Nightblade with this and hopefully draw into something good. Tormenting Voice. Abomination of Gudul. That is actually pretty decent. I don't know if I want to get aggressive for 3 yet, because I know that he's got this, although with the Feat of Resistance in hand, that does make it actively worse. Huh. Do I trade? No, that just seems sloppy. I don't think I want to trade. I think I just want to play my Morph out. Because Abomination is just going to get me so many free draws now, it's just not even going to be funny. Oh, I might worry about decking myself. Yeah, I don't feel like, for as slow as our hand has been, and for as many lands as we have drawn, I just don't feel very, like, I'm not worried. If he swings, I'm going to block with my 3/3 and force him to do Feat of Resistance, Death Touch shenanigans. I'm absolutely going to do that and slow him down. Because then he'll go card for me, and then he'll waste like 3 mana, essentially doing nothing while I hit him for 3 and then draw an extra card. That seems very good to me. Well, let's see if our opponent has Kill Shot then. We're going to play the Kill Shot game. With a sweet pre-combat morph. Do I have green mana up? I do. I have every mana up but black, which I need to do this. So let's flip Abomination of Gudul. He's wasted both of the suspension fields. I am not discarding Bloodfell Caves. This is the 2nd black land source that I actually need. This is Kill Shot, because of course it's Kill Shot. Yes, that's fine. I am going to play out this thing, because raisins, and then I'm done. Alright, let's go Tormenting Voice, or Necropolis Fiend, or another Abomination. A lot of things would be good here. Eventually, though, he's been mana screwed too, which is cool, because we've been flooding in the early game, whereas he has been screwed in the early game. Which means as the time goes on, we are going to get more spells than he does. Which I think is pretty awesome. So there's that piece of it. And eventually, he's going to have to answer Archer's Parapet, which has him on a 14-turn clock. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. And we're at board parity. I honestly feel like our opponent should have run us over. Like I would have kept at least one of the lands from Bitter Revelation and probably been up on board at this point. Jeskai Student is fine. That guy does not do very much for you, sir. I don't really want to attack now. Like part of me was thinking maybe I could attack to draw out the Feat of Resistance Death Touch trick, but now he just has to play Feat of Resistance on Jeskai Student, and then he has a 3/4, and then he just eats my 3/3. Sage of the Inward Eye is a good draw. I will play a land out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have every color of mana up. War Sage of the Inward Eye is amazing. And now if whatever actually gets into a race, we're going to win it. So, that was pretty good. Might just side in my freaking Rakshasa secrets on the off chance that we lose this game. I don't foresee us losing this game, but, you know, in case we do. Oh, Archer's Parapet, you're going to win this with your 14 turn clock. Yeah, I like our position. I would love to draw a Tormenting Voice too. That'd be sweet. And like if I draw an Acropolis Regent, I have no problem just playing it safe and just slowly eating away his stuff, forcing him to use his feats of resistance, like main phase them. Not main phase them, but, you know, use them early on. Do you have a third suspension field? I was about to laugh so very hard. No, he has a Murderous Cut, though. I'm assuming the Murderous Cut is going to be, yep, that's going to hit my guy. Which is fine. It's perfectly acceptable. I think I'm going to go swing now then with Warden of the Eye now that I've got the aggression. EOT, I am going to ping him, however, because that's how we win games. EOT ping, because that's how we do Magic these days. Land is literally the worst thing that I could possibly draw. So is there any real reason to attack and then trade for this Hate Blade? And then we're just staring at each other? Probably not. I mean, again, Rush of Battle is a consideration, but at the same time... I mean... Yeah, that was annoying. Actually, the constant land has probably been the most annoying thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only have 4. There are 14 spells in that deck. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to get any better for swinging. So, if he wants to swap Mardu now and just go card for card with me, rather than being able to feed a resistance and leave a guy on the board, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay just... And if he just doesn't block, I'm just super okay with that. Because, like, right now, the only things that, like, kill us that we saw last game were the Rush of Battle buildup or, like, him doing, like, Feat of Resistance nonsense tricks. Like, again, our like, spell density, eventually probability is going to do, like, work in our favor. And he's fine with trading, and I'm fine with trading, so that's okay. Maybe this is sloppy. I don't think it is. I think this is perfectly acceptable for as much spells as we will be drawing shortly. We do have to end this game pretty quickly or worry about decking ourselves, though. But there is that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I didn't think this was gonna take this long. This match, anyway. After game 1 was so quick, I thought we blitzed him when we had it, but I guess not. Sultai Scavenger's fine. That's a dude. EOT ping, though, so that's pretty good. And the MVP of the game goes to Archer's Parapet for doing work. Zoom. Gotta make sure he loses his life, because that's important to this game. Tormenting Voice. Throttle's fine. I know he's got Feat of Resistance, so we're just gonna play the land out. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 5. And we're just gonna throttle his threat. Zoom. Main phase throttle, folks. Does work. And now we're back to staring at each other. Ain't that swell? Yeah, it would have been nice to get incidental value out of our Warden of the Eye. But our opponent could draw something good like Rakshasa's Secret or Rakshasa Death Dealer, which is annoying. Certainly, but if he doesn't, it'd be hilarious if he had Dead Drop and just waste it now. This is probably a Watcher of the Roost. Which is acceptable. We're just going to do our EOT ping again, because that's just how Archer's Parapet rolls. And Tormenting Voice to draw us into a billion cards. Not Tormenting Voice. I'm not even going to delve. Just going to hard cast this. This giant mess of mana. Well, now he's got to race Sultai Scavenger. That's a pretty big guy to race. Yeah, a lot of people underrated Sultai Scavenger. I think at the start of the format, no one realized just how good a 3/3 flyer was going to be. He is just very good. Let's see, we've exhausted 2 suspension fields, a murderous cut, a debilitating injury, and a kill shot. I can't imagine our opponent has that much more removal left over, but he might. Getting hit by Dead Drop now would be just devastating, though. Because then he hits us for 4, and then I play anything, and then hits us for 4 more, and then, I mean, it'd be bad. Like, Abomination is probably one of my better draws. I probably shouldn't have been even playing these land. I'm just saving up for the Abomination, but... Alright, we still have to do EOT ping, though. Still drew a card, then we'll go for damage. Let's go 3 in the air. See if we draw another kill shot. Watcher of the Roost. Oh, Watcher of the Roost, Feat of Resistance. That's what's gonna get me. Yeah. Yep. So he's revealing Feat of Resistance, then casting Feat of Resistance. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have played into that. Yeah, it seems bad. For me. I'm going to play out my life gain land, however, just to make sure that our... Now he's on a 7-turn clock rather than... I mean, it's a 7-turn clock either way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesus, Mary and friggin' Joseph. Honestly, like, what does it take to not draw this much land in a game of Magic? Do I have to make, like, pacts with the ancient gods? Is that what it takes? Is that what you people like, I guess? Well, we're taking 3. Yep, Rakshasa's Secret is coming off the sideboard because your deck just dirtles. Yikes, Death Dealer is... Well, Death Dealer can only be pumped once, so... Zoom, EOT ping. Gadul. Wow. Alrighty then. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 land. There are 2, folks. Count them, 2 land left in the deck. If we make it this far, it will be a miracle. Although I doubt that we will. I think I have one turn of no blocking with Parapet from Death Dealer. Alright, so now he's telegraphing Combat Trick. Alright, now we're going to make him have it. And try and keep him off board. Yep. Pumps once. Pumps twice. Yep. It's a very good move on his part, swinging with this and bluffing like a huge combat trick. Because it forces us to do the block, I think. But it also has him only on like white, and so if he doesn't play anything now, at the very least that's fine with me. Dollar bills, y'all. Alright, Necropolis region's good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I tapped wrong. Let's do this intelligently so we make our opponent think we've got something in hand that we actually don't. Let's do swamp and then this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Necropolis Fiend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I tapped wrong, but that's fine. There we go. Necropolis Fiend. End turn. That's pretty awesome. Happy Feet Wombo combo. Shout out to Archer's Parapet for doing literally 10 points of damage this game. Left unchecked, the Parapet does the work. It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. And as we predicted, our opponent is flooding. He can swing in with Rakshasa Death Dealer all he wants. It does not matter to me now. Now I have a Necropolis Fiend, who will just proceed to destroy him with its fiendiness. Fear it. Fear the fiend. That is actually like the most horrifying Conan the Barbarian-esque art just ever. Guy is legitly scary. Perched on top of that old cobra thing. Oh, it's pretty sweet. Our opponent now begins its thinking. His thinking. Or her thinking. We don't discriminate here at Draftradio. Could be anybody. So if he swings at everybody, I'm going to block Watcher of the Roost and force him to have the combat trick. Alright, well, Rush of Battle's a sorcery, so block, good sir. You want to hit me for 6? Hit me for 6. Put me to 8. What do you got? What is this? Become immense? That'd be annoying. Throttle. Alright. Yep. Wow. He should have swung with everybody then. Now I get it for 4. I go to 10. Realistically, there's just no way that I win this game. Yeah. Wow. That's really, 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 really obnoxious. Yeah. Maybe I should have been playing around that, but I 18 land, and we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of it. Yeah, that'll do it, folks. That'll just about do it. I don't think we've got anything to win. Actually, I'm just gonna scoop. There's literally no point in me playing this out. That's just like the most. Yeah, that's really depressing. Our deck is just way better. It just is. I don't know. Now, granted, again, like I honestly think our opponent could have just won that so much faster. But that's just me. I'm actually going to take out one of my sandbars. Sandbar? This Rakshasa Secret's coming in. Like, that's actually pretty good against him. I'll take the Leaping Master out, as it is like the most off color of my 2-drops. But it does happen. And we do get to be on the play too, which is cool. So this hand seems fine. Any of our 2-drops are good. We get to lead with a Windscar Craig. We have 3 of our 5 colors. Now, granted, we have a 4-drop, potential 5-drop. Any morph's good. Our 2-drops are all good. Yep, and then we're done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have Highland Game we could draw. Any of our other lands are good. Like Swiftwater Cliffs is fine here. Because now I've got blue, now I've got white. Now I just need one more color, and then I can get Burnaway back for incidental value off Warden of the Eye, which is sweet. And now any of my other 2, like all my stuff's pretty much live. And our opponent doesn't have any pressure either, which is fantastic with me. We've got Suspension Field to eventually do something. Suspension Field's probably going to most likely hit a Soul Die Scavenger, which is fine. Wow, no turn 3 play. What kind of hand did our opponent keep, I wonder? And there's the Blossoming Sands we need to make sure that our Warden of the Eye is just going to do absolute amounts of work. And we'll pass. Longshot Squad is pretty good against our opponent. If he doesn't play anything, he's clearly telegraphing kill shot. I'm just gonna build my board. Nope, Suspension Field. You got it. He can't handle this guy, so Suspension Field it is. Still, not too bad. With each passing play, we're getting a little bit stronger, both in terms of our life and in terms of what we can start doing. Like Burnaway is going to hit something, and then Warden's going to get Burnaway back, and then we're going to be in business. A black mana would be sweet too, like a Bloodfell Caves. I wouldn't mind seeing Opulent Palace, Swamp. What did our opponent keep? Is the question. He kept 3 lands, and then no 3-drop, no nothing. That just seems really sketchy. That's okay though. Necropolis region is good, and he will be good one day. Alright, so all of our ducks are in a row. Regardless of what he's got, it's going to get Burnawayed, I think, at his end step. And then I'm just going to get incidental value, put a body on the board. Even if it's like a Hate Blade, in all honesty. Like, this is just a free, like, kill whatever your opponent plays, gain a little bit of tempo. Wow, he's just ditching cards. Maybe this is the game where we just sit here and win. That'd be funny. Mystic of the Hidden Way is a good draw, though. Yeah, I wonder. I didn't even see any split lands. Is our opponent just running like? I saw a Jungle Hollow. Is he just running straight Obzan, but like with no mana fixing. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, debilitating injury does stuff. It also seems sketchy to discard Sultai Scavenger with debilitating injury in hand. Because knowing that, like, yeah, there's the land. 2-drop? Yeah, 2-drop? No? Alrighty then. Well, white, blue, this. Sage of the Inward Eye. Pass. If he's got kill shot, I'm not going to do anything. Let's take my free draws. If he's got suspension field number 2, there's really not much I can do about it, but I'm not going to play this guy. Red, blue, white, just... Sage is good. He is wise and powerful. Alright, so our opponent has suspensions field number 2. Annoying, but there's not much we can do about that. We know that our opponent also has a kill shot as well. A murderous cut. And a throttle left in his deck. So, all stuff to be prepared for. Wetland Sandbar might just get us there. Let's play the Who Can Land More Threats game. I vote me. My deck seems to have more threats. Although double suspension field is quite good. Like, our opponent's deck is good. The rush of battle seems sketchy in this deck when you just don't have a lot of ways to abuse it. And the splashing Obzan seems bad when you just... I mean, like, I guess he's only splashing for one guy. Rotting Mastodon. That's fine. That's just going to eat suspension field as I put pressure on the board. Yeah, there's just no real reason to not play suspension field here. Like, suspension field doesn't hit anything else, really. There we go. Swings 2. Got to get our clock going. Rakshasa Secret and Swamp. Swamp would be good. I'd like to see Swamp at some point. But, c'est la vie. It's all good. Our beats are just a little bit better. What you got? Debilitating injury number 2? Merak Nightblade. Sure. That can get burned away. I'm going to do it pre-combat in case he's got Force of Resistance. Or Feat of Resistance. Rakshasa Secret will be relevant at some point when I get a black mana source. It is not relevant now. I am doing this pre-combat to draw Feat of Resistance out of our opponent's hand. Yep. That's fine. You got it, dude. Like, I'm not... I should be at 25. Like, I'm not going to stop our opponent from doing this stuff. Yep. Go to 22. I'll take it. It's fine. Yep, Jungle Hollow puts him to 19. Draw for turn. Black mana source. No black mana source. Alrighty then. That's annoying as crap. Still fine. Still fine. We're doing okay. One, two, three, four. Red, white, blue. Let's go Warden of the Eye. Retrieve my Burn Away. Next turn, we're guaranteed to play at the very least. Past turn, he's got no good swing with Merrick Nightblade. Well, he should swing with Merrick Nightblade, because I'm just going to burn it away anyway. Or I can just wait, in all honesty. No, I just wait. I'm happy he wasted, like, Scavenger and Rush of Battle early on, too. I mean, Rush of Battle was, definitely a shoo-in discard. Like, you had to get rid of that. It just wasn't good. Nope. Take it. You got it, dude. What else you got? What's your follow-up here? Murderous Cut. Sure. Which means our opponent has just the kill shot and the throttle left. Yep, that's fine. I literally, it's magic. 20, oh man, just 16 lands last game. If he's got another Feat of Resistance, I'm going to be a little bit salty, but it's fine. This seems good, though. You've got to be effing kidding me. Sure, you have another Feat of Resistance, because why not? Because of course you have another Feat of Resistance. Oh my god. Yeah. Alrighty then. Swing for 2. Come on. Come on. Our deck is so much better than this. Just so much better. And I know it is. Ugh. Swings for 4, we go to 15. Take it. Come on. 2 cards in hand. Let me just draw Swamp and Rakshasa Secret you. No? Alright. Another Merrick Nightblade. That's fine. We got plays. We can do stuff. I just need to draw the relevant mana for it. Icefeather Raven is decent, though. At least it buys me time. This is just absolutely brutal, though. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, if he's just swinging with 1, I don't mind flipping this and just going blue and then returning it. That forces him to recast it. Oh, it's not discarded, though. There, okay, so he knows now. So, the double Feat of Resistance is literally the most annoying thing ever. Especially when our opponent just manages to have exactly when he needs it. I would assume he just recasts Merrick Nightblade and outlasts this Merrick Nightblade. I would also like to see even like our War Shrieker is a relevant draw, because we can swing to War Shrieker, then use the black mana floating to play the Scavenger, and then just like we've got him on a sick flying clock. Killshot's certainly relevant, especially because our opponent just seems to be struggling, but only buys us time for so long. Yeah, man, I guess this is just really frustrating, actually. It's frustrating because it's such a fun deck, and like it just should not be having this happen. Now, granted, we do have 4 black sources in the deck, though, so not to fret. Plenty of time to draw good things. All good gifts around us. are sent from heaven above. Let's play a kill shot and just destroy this guy. Zoom. And then we got 4 on the crackback. Now if he's got another feat of resistance, I will eat my shorts. But he does not. So he just hits us for 2. Well, that's reasonable. Our opponent still only has kill shot and throttle left too. So that's decent. Draw. War Shrieker is awesome. Now if he's got like Dragon Scale Cloak, that's like one thing, but honestly that's neither here nor there. I could theoretically win like War Shrieker and then just get this last card in his hand. I think I'd much rather just play Scavenger though, and force that last card to be something good rather than like whiffing and hitting a land. Alright. Now we're in business here. Because War Shrieker gives us the black that we need. Alright. We're in it now. We got the Scavengers. We got the Shrieker. We got the stuff. Alright. Didn't draw our black mana source, but we drew the next best thing. And now our opponent's in a pretty rough position. Okay, so now we might have been able to fight out of it. Despite some rough draws in game 2 and 3, I think we'll be okay. If he just keeps sandbagging that and I do draw a swamp though, I'm definitely going to pre-combat Rakshasa Secret and just get all those stupid little tricks out of the way. Draw a card. It's a swamp. So we do get to pre-combat Rakshasa Secret. Maybe this is a bad play. Let's think about this here. Because then alright, so realistically, what could this, like, am I worried about this being like a kill shot? If it's throttle, he's just going to play it anyway. If it's not kill shot, yeah, see, I don't know what it would be. It's probably just a land, in all honesty. And if it's not a land, see, this is interesting. I could always just swing with Shrieker and try and draw the kill shot out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's swing with Shrieker and Ice Feather Aven for 5, and then if it is a kill shot, he'll likely just play it and try and stop hemorrhaging, which saves our Sultai Scavenger. But if it isn't, then we'll know it's probably a land, and then I'll just play Bellowing Saddlebrute. We'll do it that way. I'm wise to your removal suite now, good sir. The 5 color has your number now. Yeah, drawing all of our black cards, though, is just not good. Yep. I think we correctly deduced that this was kill shot. And it is. Oh, it's throttle. What is it? What are you doing? The heck is this? Oh, he's just psyching me out? What are you doing? There's no card in this set that costs that much that's an instant. Card does not exist. Empty the pits? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 4. So you get 9 zombies. Oh, they're tapped. Yes, that resolves. That sucks. So our opponent gets 9 zombies, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is taken out for the casting cost, and he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 7 zombies. That's 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 zombies. And all the zombies are tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Still got 5 coming at us. I did not know that he's got empty the pits. So that's decent. I'm assuming he just blocks, doesn't he? And then just goes to 7. Because then he can just leave stuff up to not die, right? Yeah, he's got a block. Yep. So the War Shrieker kills the Nightblade. This is the most derptastic game of Magic I've ever played. This is hilarious. I'd never thought I'd ever see Empty the Pits. Wow. Just wow, sir. This is me applauding you. That was beautiful. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. All right, then we're gonna resolve a Saddle Brute and then end step. This is ridiculous. Okay, now I'm not mad if I lose. I don't care if I lose to Empty the Pits. I don't. That's hilarious. That's gonna make a great story. Absolutely okay to lose to Empty the Pits. That's actually really funny. Oh my god. Our opponent has no good attacks, realistically speaking. Oh my god. This is literally the this is the best. This is the best game of Magic I think I've played in so long. Now I will pre-combat Rakshasa's Secret, because if it's throttle, the last thing I want is our opponent throttling this guy and then trading it for one, and then just one zombie eating it. I want to, have him lose 2 zombies to Saddle Brute. Or if it's kill shot. Yeah, at this point, there's no real reason for me not to Rakshasa's Secret. There was a reason prior, but now that reason has changed. Also, I just realized that $Biz's thing was a corn cob. That's kind of awesome. That's awesome. I'm very, very happy with that. He's not going to be happy with this, because Rakshasa's Secret's going to get him. Yep. This is why we sided in Rakshasa's Secret. To do stuff. Ditch your card. If it's throttle, I'm going to be thrilled. Or if it's kill shot, I'm going to be really thrilled. So you can still get value out of throttle. Oh, it was a swamp. Well, that's a little on the awkward side. We lost Snowhorn Rider. We also lost an island. So that's not... All's fair in love and war. I can swing with 2 of these guys. If I swing with everybody, realistically, he has to block everybody. And then I'm not dead in the crackback. Rush of Battle's gone. So it just behooves me to swing everybody, right? So he takes 5 in the air, and then he has to block all of my creatures. And realistically, he has to double block. Is there any point in that, though? Yeah. I guess I'm fine with that. He already took the life damage, but that's okay. That's hilarious. I honestly am thrilled that this got played against me. I was sitting there going, there's nothing in the world that makes that much delve happen, and then there just was. Now it doesn't matter what he draws, I think he's just dead. Yeah, I guess I'm leaving this back in case of a second Rush of Battle, but I don't know if there would be a second Rush of Battle. Nope, it's just throttle. Main board throttle to kill War Shrieker? Okay, I guess. Does he just do math wrong? Yes, now I'm glad I left this guy back, because then I would have only been able to block 1 of these. I would have taken 12. Block, block. Wow, I've never... Wow. Alright, so our opponent's deck is definitely the sketchiest thing I've ever seen, because Rush of Battle into... it's just not a combo, and I just admire how deep he went. I'll be honest. As sketchy as this seems, I'm in utter awe of the fact that our opponent just tried to make Rush of Battle empty the pits into a strategy. Wow. Now it makes sense. Wow. Our opponent's deck is so sketchy, it just doesn't even matter. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Abomination would have probably been just killer clinch right there. Wow. And then that's eventually going to cast our Necropolis Fiend. Alright, we still did it. That was a hilarious return to 5-color. The sketchiest pseudo combo deck I have ever seen. Wow. Just a that was a pleasure. Wow. I respect him. I just respect him. There's literally nothing else to say about it. His deck is This is why I love cons, folks, because you can do just ridiculous stuff like this. Hopefully, folks, that you enjoyed this. I know I certainly did. See, this is what I mean. I'm glad I played this. This was fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Seriously, I know there's a bunch of places that you can do and go to for your Magic needs, but I really do appreciate that you go here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed the crap out of this game. This was awesome. But it was pretty great, and I'm really excited to be back and doing some 5-color stuff. But until next time, folks, I am Kyle Ott for Draft Radio. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see all of you fine folks next time.